Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Storage Tech video. Today's one is something that I've been working on for a while, and personally I think took longer than it should have. But what's sitting right here behind me is a 14 game tick cyclospeed shulkerbox sorter. Man, sure was a mouthful. But basically what it is it's the same as, it's pretty much just the same as the last shulkerbox sorter that I did, but it's got some speed improvements, it's got some reliability improvements, which I'll go over later. But just this system setup right here is just 16 individual slices meant to sort all of the 16 different colors of concrete. I just got a barrel full of boxes here as a showcase, and these are being cycled at 14 game ticks right here. And then they're going to be sorted right here. Alrighty, and then just like that, all of those 16 boxes have been sorted into their individual slices. And there's going to be one more than the last one. One more into the second slot right here. Yep. Alright, and that's every single one. Now, let me just quickly dive into what each individual slice does. So, just right here, we've got a cutaway of just one slice. At first glance, there are some interesting things, notably this path block right here. And the only reason why this is a path block is because it's better than a piston. And it's one of the select blocks that are capable of being read through by a comparator, but not being able to be powered. So this comparator is acting as the filter read for this hopper right here, but this torch is only going to lock this hopper because this is not technically considered a solid block. And then this filter is set up so that it receives one item. It skips this over to signal strength 4, which will power this block, push this down, unlock this hopper, picking up the box, and simultaneously powering this dispenser to dispense that box. Then this repeater is also being powered, which will power this block, unpowering this torch here, which will let the item from here flow down into there, and unpowers this piston to pull up, just in time for this box to be dispensed. And then the comparator falls from the signal strength 4, which depowers this block and undoes all of that, and then repowers this torch right here so that this hopper is locked again, pushing this box down and taking that one item that's been put into that box, breaking the shulker box, and then this is this observer here is being powered, which unpowers this hopper, letting the box come into here. I can just quickly show you what that looks like. It's all really quick. Well, that's it. Just like the last video, to cover something like this, I'm going to give a tutorial block by block so that it's going to be easier for people to build something like this in their world. For this shulker sorter, what you're going to need is you're going to need 8 hoppers, 7 building blocks of any sort, 1 piece of glass, 4 redstone dust, 3 repeaters, 2 torches, 2 sticky pistons, 1 dropper, 1 dispenser, 1 redstone block, a path block, 1 sort of output container, so it can be a barrel or a chest or anything like that, and you'll need an observer. To start this tutorial off, you're going to want to make sure that the sorter is entirely within a chunk, so that no unsuspected problems show up or anything like that. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to use MaddHatter's chunk border visualizer. It's a super handy tool, which I'll leave a link down to in the description. And so yeah, we're going to build this direction, so we're all entirely within a chunk. So this is going to be our starting block. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a sticky piston down here. We're going to move the starting block down to there, and we're going to put a torch there. This is going to be the piston that's going to break the box. So you can put any one of your building blocks here. I'm going to do a piece of glass because it looks cool. Hopper facing into that block. Another one. Going to want to put a dropper here. Could face up or down, doesn't matter, it's not going to be powered. A hopper facing into the dropper. A hopper facing a direction away from this hopper here. And then you're going to want to run hoppers in whatever direction you're going to keep running these slices. So this direction here, this means that there's going to be more slices that direction. Then you want to put a path block in right over top of this. I'll do it the way that you do it in survival. You're going to want to take a piece of grass or podzol or anything like that. Put it here, and then hit it with a shovel. Then you're going to take a comparator from that, which is going to read from this hopper, into a block. A sticky piston there, with a repeater on top of it. Solid block here. Got to make sure that's solid, because this redstone dust is going to power that. Another block there. And then a piece of glass here with redstone dust on top of all of these. Then we're going to have a filler block there with a hopper facing down into that filler block, and then another hopper facing the same direction as the one on top. So it's going to go right there, like that. And then you'll take a redstone block, and you'll put it there. Break this and replace it with a dispenser, like so. Then you're going to take your observer, you're going to put it right there, block underneath of it, the torch there, solid block there, whatever container you're going to put here. So I'll just leave it blank like that, and then a repeater right there. And you want to put a repeater here on top of the observer face on 3 ticks. And that's the setup for just the shulker sorter. Now for this input hopper here, what you're going to want to have is you're going to have an entire stack of whatever you're sorting, plus 1, and then 4 filler items. 5 filler items, sorry. So you're going to put the whole stack there, and then your 5 filler items, like so. And then you'll want to put 1 item right down there. All right, and that's set up for that. Okay, so now that we finished a slice like this, we're going to want to work on this 14 game tick sampler, as I like to call it. So you're going to need just a few random blocks. It doesn't have to be built exactly like this, so I'm not really going to include a material list. But I'll build it exactly the way that I have it set up here. So this is another thing that you're going to want to make sure is chunk aligned so that it doesn't create any problems later down the road. And now the way that this is going to be set up is the side of the piston is going to want to be closest to the item line, this one right here on this front face. So piston here, block there, comparator, block, observer with a block there. I'm going to do 2 sample, just 2 burner blocks right there. Surround that pretty much entirely in glass, just so we can see what's going on. You want to put a dropper here, like so. And then the input for that, put whatever container or water stream, dropper line, whatever you feel is necessary. Now, you'll put a block there and there, a repeater here on 2 ticks, and redstone dust here, with a bell right there. And that's just going to be our box detector. So it's going to detect the box. It's got items in it, which by the way does not work with empty boxes. It's going to detect the box, power this bell, updates its observer, which breaks the box, and then locks its hopper so that that hopper doesn't pick up the box. And then we'll want to make the system that will dispense the next box when it's ready. So we'll have an observer detecting that redstone dust, going up, like that. Block here and here, repeater there, and some sort of non-solid block to put there. I'll use a rail. And then you want the initial detection. So when a box gets in here, put an observer there, block here with a comparator right there. All right, and that's that system. And these two lines, this is the item line. So this is the one that's going to run on this hopper line. And then this one will have to be redirected to run down this line here. There's the box line. Now it can be smack dab right up against it if lined up like this, which is significantly easier than the last design. Just comes out, over, and then starts with the line. And this one just goes and staggers down to meet up with the box. Just like that. Got a 1 block space in between the sampler and the sorter, which makes it pretty compact. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. As I mentioned previously, I'm not going to include a world download, so hopefully the tutorial was helpful enough. If it was not, you can leave a comment or join my Discord to help ask any questions with anything like that. But with that being said, that's all for this storage tech video. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, consider subscribing for more storage tech like this. But with that all said, that's all for today. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.